Let's talk about relationships and breakups. I know it's not a pleasant subject to talk about, but it's very important to talk about that. Now, I would love to address this issue in an enlightened perspective. And also, if you're going through a breakup, understand one thing. You're not the only one who's going through it. There's a bunch of people goes through it. There's a lot of people went through it, and also you're not the only one doing the worst. There's someone out there doing the worst than you. Proven fact. What's the main foundation to a breakup? It's a love. Love is the foundation. That's why you're going through it. Now, what is love? Mainly, it's not the way everybody else is defining the love. I have a different perspective about love. Love is selfish. You worry about yourself. You're not worrying about the other person. You worry about what you have missed. Even in a funeral, people cry. Why? They missed the person, or they missed all the benefits of what they'd be getting when that person was alive. Same thing. In a relationship, when you're breaking up, you missed something, and that's why you're worried about. That's the main reason for your upset, sadness, your suffering. Why we suffer? The main reason we suffer because of a problem. Whenever we have a problem, we think or we take the problem in a negative way. What is the negative way? The negative way of taking a problem is you're refusing the problem. Actually, problems comes to us because the nature loves us. Nature's throwing problems at us. The reason why we go find a religion or a religious place, meditation, doing meditation, listening to this type of programs, because the nature's throwing some challenges at us. Challenges is enlightening us, not the other way around. Problems always helps us or takes us to the enlightenment. So in your life, respect the given problems, embrace the problems, accept the problems. It's very important. Problems are enhancing your wisdom, perception. So the enlightenment is the ultimate intelligence. So what do you think? Problems are super important in life. Now we are talking about a breakup. So breakups are important in life. Breakups are important in life because breakups are bouncing us to the next level, a better level of life. If you take it negatively, that might affect you. So that's why it is important listening to this type of programs or the videos. Now, when you love someone, do you really love that person, or do you care about that person? I think it's caring. But the word love is an emotion. What's an emotion? It's a thought. It's a feeling that you get, that the feeling that you generate within yourself. Now, understand this. Try to catch this phenomenon. You love someone or you worry about somebody. But do you really think that person is worrying as much as that you do. Your answer might be yes or no. But think about this. It's all in your head. Everything is in your head. You keep thinking and coming up with the solution. You're the one does that. You're the principal person who's coming up with things, giving an answer to it, again coming up with a thing, giving an answer to it. So at the end, you're nothing but just like a cat or a dog runs after its own tail. There's no way out of the problem. You just be circling around the problem. Am I right or wrong? Yes, that's exactly what you do. In a breakup, how do we think positively? How do we take that hit or the problem as a blessing? The worst part about a breakup, it's not the situation itself. It's not the breakup itself. It is your raging thoughts. So if you can find a way to control your thoughts, that's where your solution, that's where the answer is at. Now think about this way. If you hear someone passed away, what would you do? You'll be very worried, you'll be sad. As long as you didn't hear, you were fine, right? So the problem is getting to know it, not the problem itself. Problem itself is not the sad part. Makes you sad, makes you feel upset. It's your thoughts. So getting to know the problem is the problem. Now, how do we deal with this specific situation? Breakup. The ultimate answer to this is the mindfulness. How do we practice the mindfulness? I have a video, actually separate video, but let me mention you that one more time in brief. Now, this is how you got to do. Every single time, be conscious, be mindful, understand what you're going through. That's it. Watch your thoughts. You're not judging your thoughts. I said watch your thoughts. Because the magic is when you're watching your thoughts, when your mind knows that your thoughts being watched, thoughts are very shy. Thoughts will fade away. So when you keep practicing this, you will come to a point where, hold on, I'm not really upset as much as I supposed to, or as much as I used to. Now, how did you do that? It's actually what you're getting back from the nature as a gift. So you don't do everything. In this enlightenment process, we don't do everything. Nature's giving us things back in return. So when you're counter-reacting to the problem, not to the problem, it's in other words, we can say doing opposite to the flow of life. Flow of life means when you broke up with your partner, then what's the next step? You're worried, you're upset, you're crying. All of that is to support the flow of life. But the opposite to it, that's where the enlightenment path begins. Now, what you do is you be mindful. Every time, mindful. Be right here, right now. That's all. You don't think anything else. You're just simply commanding your mind to do the job as you want the mind to do. It's not that you do as the mind wants you to do. Then there's no end to anything, not to just this problem, to any problem. What you do, you take control of the mind. You be the commander, not the mind. So anyone watch this program without going through a breakup, or just randomly you found the video and then you're listening to this, practice what I just said. To any problem in your life, practice what I said. Mindfulness. Be mindful. Be at the present moment. Then eventually, when you have a problem, problems are everywhere. I'm not wishing for it, but as you understand, they're all over. That's what the foundation of Buddhism, the platform is the suffering. So Buddha said everything to stop the suffering while you're alive. How? He came up with this eightfolded path, because suffering has 4 steps. We know suffering exists. And what's the cost of the suffering? And how to dissolve the problem or resolve the problem, and the path to resolve the problem. That's exactly what Buddha taught people. So he showed us an 8-folded path. And out of these 8, the last 2 are the mindfulness and attention to the Nibbana, which is the enlightenment. I want to mention one more thing in here. There's someone out there might think or might have a different opinion about what I just said, or might say that I went a little too fast without explaining everything, all the 8-folded path. But the real reason behind what I do in all of my videos are I'm practically telling people what to do. So it is not that I'm teaching people what's already been in a book. So there's no point of just saying things. I can simply ask people to refer a certain book and then go ahead and ask them to read the book. No. My channel, my programs, my videos are especially for people to practice. I'm showing you a practical way to the freedom. How many videos are online? How many people be talking about the same subject? But how many people shows you the correct path? Not too many, I'm telling you. Probably 0 right now. Nobody does that. They just wanted to take time talking about explaining all the things, but not the most important thing, the practical path, how to really act to the problem. That's what the most important thing, don't you think so? So the solution I showed you, mindfulness, it's not just applicable to this situation, to a breakup. You can apply this to any problem in life. We'll talk about certain habits that you guys have. So, how to use mindfulness to resolve those bad habits in a separate video, not now. So, mindfulness is the ultimate solution for any given problem in life. So, in this video, we're talking about a breakup. So, this is the answer. And also understand, as I just said, this is not just the answer to that certain problem. This is the ultimate answer to any problem in this world, believe it or not. So again, I'm reminding you, if you're not going through a breakup, I'm not even wishing you for. What I'm saying is just practice what I just said, the mindfulness. Go back and watch my other videos. I'm pretty much talking about the same topic. And if you have any questions, try to email me, try to find a way to contact me. So it's very important, and I'm happy if you can really get yourself into the path to mindfulness. That means physically do it. Don't keep reading books. Don't just listen to the video and turn it off and then do your thing. No. Just for few seconds, right there, right now, you could be sitting, watching this program. You might be driving, listening to this. Just be aware of what you do at this second. Just do it for a little bit. You guys all have a wonderful day. Thank you for watching this program. I'll see you with another interesting video.